As I've been watching some of the acts, I've noticed that a number of the folks who were up here tonight went to great lengths to memorize their jokes, but that's so Republican. Me, John McCain, and Barack Obama are sitting there in a debate. But I did notice that David Schuster was supposed to be here, and I don't want to say that we're close, but I will say that the last time I interviewed with him, before the interview, he asked me to rub the Neosporin on his back to take the paint out of all of the claw marks that Joey Scarborough put there. But I do like MSNBC. It's sort of like Fox without the ratings. But Fox is good too. Fox is good too. I like to watch them in case I don't get a chance to read the White House briefing papers. I do like to tape everything that I say on the phone. You know, it helps me remember. And being a lawyer and a former CIA type, you know, you like to have a record of that. The other night, though, I made the mistake of hitting the erase button and erased everything. I had to call the White House to get a copy. But it is good to be here in Washington, D.C. You know, the home of civil liberties and personal... No, I'm sorry, that's an old car. Please. It is good to be back in Washington. It does seem like such a long time since I've been here.
Bob, how long might that be?
It's a good question. You know, last time I was in Washington and the Republicans had a convention, the Republican president actually went to the Republican convention. That's how long it's been. The last time I was here also, you had the right to habeas corpus and the Constitution was still in effect. That's how long it's been. But I do love it here. I really do. You know, when I come to Washington, come up here from Georgia, I like to ride around and make believe that I'm President Bush. It doesn't fool anybody because people can look in the car and they see that Dick Cheney isn't driving. But I do hear that George Bush, I'm looking forward to this. I do hear that he's coming out with his autobiography. It's going to be written by Karl Rove. I don't know about you, is it hot in here or am I just a libertarian? But speaking of libertarian, I am a libertarian. And I'm also running, and some of you may not have known this, not only am I running on the libertarian ticket, I'm running on the retroactive ticket. And I'm going to go back and stop the Iraq War before Bush started it. It'd be the only way we could do that. Also, as a libertarian, you know, I can really picture a world in which there's no war. But then again, George Bush would invade it. You know, speaking of libertarians, do you all know how many libertarians it takes to screw in a light bulb? It actually takes none. They just sort of step back and let the free market take care of it. Being a libertarian, really, it's not always as good as it looks. You know, we say, you know, let the free market take care of everything. I was invited on Jeopardy. I ended up with minus 10,000. But the Libertarian Party campaign budget also is fairly small. I mean, actually, it's very small. And we can't do a lot of ads. But we did do an ad once. It was entirely subliminal. You know, also, in the Libertarian Party, we can't really afford to hire speechwriters. Certainly is not those as good as the ones that Sarah Palin uses. But we could afford some. We have bought some sometimes, but they're the folks that write bumper stickers. Every one of our speeches is 3 seconds long. I know it looks like I'm just reading material, but I thought it worked for Sarah Palin, so why not for me too? Anybody know what the difference between a bulldog and a hockey mom is? The bulldog gets bedded. Now people do say, I've heard it said that I'm a far-right extremist. It's not true. I'm bipartisan. I have been both a pay-up member of the National Rifle Association and the ACLU. That way, if I go hunting with Dick Cheney, I can represent myself and get away with it. People think also that the liberals don't like me, but that's all untrue also. As a matter of fact, you may not know this, but Barack Obama likes me quite a lot, actually. You know, actually every morning, about the first call that I get is from Barack Obama. Yes, Barack, hello. Yes, I know. No, thank you. I'm fine. I don't need any more. Thank you. Yes, Barack. I did get the ludicrous tape. Very shizzle. No, look. I feel fine. Okay, I'll tell you once again. I'm going to stay in the race through November. I promise. Yes. Goodbye, Barack. Yeah, actually, Barack and I do have something else in common. They had their convention at which he was nominated in Denver at a stadium. We actually, the Libertarian Party, had our convention at the same stadium, and I was nominated as well in the visitors' locker room. Politics is funny. They say that Hillary supporters are going to vote for John McCain just because Sarah Palin is on the ticket and she's a woman. That's kind of like saying that if I dropped out, my supporters would vote for McCain just because he's bland. Not sure it'll work. Actually, though, I do appreciate John McCain being in this race as one of the other candidates. He makes me look young. But I'd like to leave you with a final message. It's all about change. The Democrats have done nothing while in charge of the Congress for the past 2 years, but Barack Obama says he's the one who will change that. The Republicans have been in charge of the White House for 8 years, and yet McCain says he's the Republican and he's going to change that. Libertarians have never been in charge of anything. In 2008, I say vote Libertarian. High time that we get our chance. You can't get any worse. My name is Bob Barr, and I did approve this stand-up routine. Thank you all.